Snake this straight quickly, motherfucker.
Family, welcome to another episode of Trappin Tuesday, y'all. Hey, tonight gonna be one of them nights, man. We got a lot to talk about. I got the whiteboard ready. We got Tootie on the track. We got Jose in the building. We got G in the building. Indy in the Dave in the building. Shator in the building. Tonight, man, we gonna tap into, we gonna take a pilgrimage into a new life, y'all. This episode here gonna be amazing because a lot of people are in fear right now. The market is transitioning. So before we get started, I want you to like, I want you to share it, and I want you to hit that little bell to subscribe. Because tonight gonna be one of them nights, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I see what's going on in the market, and I know somebody gotta walk us through it. And I choose to be that person. I choose to be the forefront. I choose to be a pioneer. I choose to take the lashing. It's okay. Listen, you could have chose to be anywhere tonight, but tonight you chose to be in the trap. And we thank you for that. Episode 33, y'all, that's the Jesus year. Ooh, the Jesus year. That means we're going to get real. It's going to get real heavy in here tonight. So before we get started, man, go get your pen and your pad. Your trapper attire is required. And before we tap in tonight, I'm going to let Tootie give y'all a little beat. Tootie, let's give them a little beat right quick so they can get their pen and their pad and they can be ready. You feel me? Let me get a little beat. Tootie, little bit. Hit me with it. Let me see y'all in the chat. Let me see, man. Let me see y'all got y'all pen and y'all pad. Right, let me see you put the pen and the pad in the chat tonight. It's going to be one of them nights. I'm telling you. It's gonna be one of them nights. Ain't no other show like this. We gonna mix information with entertainment. We gonna give you all the vibes. Trappin Tuesdays, man, the dopest show on the block, hands down, man. Ain't nobody seeing us. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna make our presence felt because we're gonna make people comfortable with what they see in the market. We're gonna make making investments, we're gonna give you the confidence to see red days and know it's time to buy more. We're gonna help you set up price points. We're gonna help you find great companies. We're gonna help you dissect this thing, man. We surgical over here. It's that blue magic, man. So when you get your pen and your pad, let me see it in the chat, man. It's one of them nights, man. I'm telling y'all, I'm feeling real good. I need somebody to say it's gonna be big, Trap. It's gonna be big. Like, we about to embark on a journey that's gonna really not just change lives, but we gonna change generations. I need you to say it's gonna be big, Trap. I know y'all ready. I see the pen in the past. I need y'all to share this with as many people as you can. Before we get started, I want to say something, man. Our goal each and every week in Trappin Tuesdays is to help you build legacy, help you to have confidence in making investment decisions so you don't have to get it out the mud. You can get it out the market. One time, Tootie, go with it. Hit it hard right here. Woo! It's one of them nights, y'all. I just want vibe because I'm feeling it. Like I'm feeling real good. I'm feeling real wealthy. Like I'm feeling wealthy. I'm feeling like I'm ready to make some investments. Like they got some leap options, some dividends, some great companies. I need you to say it's gonna be big, Trap. Yeah. It's gonna be big. I need you to like it. Let's get the likes up. Yeah. It's gonna be big. We got the opportunity in front of us. Give me a little bit too to bring it down, bring it down. Ease it down. Ease it down. Right there. I like that. Tonight, I encourage each and every one of you to prepare. I encourage each and every one of you to get equipped. Because a generational opportunity, a path to prosperity, an exodus to expansion is before us. And when we say an exodus to expansion, I'm talking about a mass movement. I'm talking about leaving a place of lack and going to a space where opportunities are abundant. But new skills will be required. New techniques, new philosophies around money must be developed. I'm talking about taking a quantum leap, y'all. We must take a place. We must go from being borrowers to lenders. Yeah. We gotta go from waiting on taxes to seeing how many write-offs and how many foundations we can start to reduce how much we gotta pay. I'm talking about a quantum leap, y'all. I'm talking about putting us in a situation where generations, where sons and daughters expect wealth and not accept poverty. I'm talking about putting us in a place where unborn children are already in $1 million trusts. I'm talking about a quantum leap, y'all. I'm talking about going from, I wish somebody would have told me that when I was younger, till this conversation becomes the norm. I'm talking about taking quantum leaps, y'all. I'm talking about a quantum leap. I'm talking about the things that you dream about. I'm talking about financial abundance. I'm talking about going from paycheck to paycheck to consistent cash flow, y'all. I'm talking about quantum leaps, y'all. The time is upon us. We must embrace it. We go from having an emergency fund to having like investments and assets that take care of emergencies. That's a whole new dynamic. That's a quantum leap, y'all. We got a place that we going. We got new territory that's awaiting us. We got to get past the fear. We got to stop letting them push the fear on us, and we got to go from looking at this as fear to opportunity. I'm talking about quantum leaps, y'all. I'm talking about getting to a space where what used to be doesn't even fit in the thought process to where we going. So I'm going to go back to when I think about the Israelites. They couldn't be prepared for the promised land because they kept reflecting on what was left at Pharaoh. Every time they met adversity, they thought about what they left at Pharaoh. But in order to escape from the whip, you got to get rid of and you got to walk away from. You got to be willing to step away from the comfort of the food that Pharaoh feeds. I'm talking about quantum leaps, y'all. I'm talking about going from somebody paying you to going to work because you feel like it. I'm talking quantum leaps, y'all. But we cannot recycle our old thoughts. We cannot recycle those old behaviors. They can't come with us. We must not turn an 11-day journey into a 40-year expedition. We can't be walking in the wilderness because we're not conditioned. We got to change the conditioning. I'm talking quantum leaps, y'all. I'm talking about tonight's episode is called The Pilgrimage to a New Life. And our inability to demolish, our inability to reconstruct the old contract is the deciding factor on if we move forward or if we stay anchored to where we are. There's an opportunity that awaits us. So in between the rate hikes, in between the job claims, in between the bull bear markets, in between the rallies, in between the news, we got to be able to decipher all that and say, there's the opportunity. Because I can promise you it's going to get ugly for a lot of people that ain't prepared. It's going to get nasty. While you waiting on job claims, they got people like Goldman Sachs buying subways. Not just one subway, I'm talking about the whole franchise, because there's a group of people that have been equipped with the knowledge to understand what to do in these type of circumstances. And there's a group of people that panic in these type of circumstances. I'm talking quantum leaps, y'all. And those quantum leaps that we got to take is what prepares us for the next voyage. Welcome to another episode of Trappin Tuesdays, y'all. Hey, tonight gonna be one of them nights, I'm trying to tell y'all. You hear that track from Tootie? Tootie, let me hear that track one more time. I like that. You must have just cooked that up. Let me hear the little, come on, man. You must have just cooked that. He just cooked that. Give me a little bit more of that. This is the type of night we're going to have, y'all. Hey, if you like the track that Tootie got, like, I need you in the chat to, like, show him some love. I like it. Ain't nothing like Trappin Tuesdays, man. It's just a vibe over here. It's a wealthy vibe. It's a prosperous vibe. It's a cash flow vibe. It's a pay me in equity type of vibe. It's a I got life insurance that cover 1 or 2 generations kind of vibe. It's a I got a trust kind of vibe. It's I got a portfolio setup kind of vibe. It's a I got dividends kind of vibe. It's a trapping in a drought kind of vibe. It's a I print money kind of vibe. Yeah. Ooh. All right, Tootie. Let's go, man. It's your boy, the Wallstreet Trapper. Welcome to episode 33, Trappin Tuesdays, man. It's just a vibe. Listen, man, our goal is to help you build legacy. Our goal is to help you be confident in your investment decisions so you don't have to get it out the mud. You can get it out the market, man. Money over here, man. Listen, man, if you're watching on this live, man, I want you to go to YouTube. Look at Trappin Tuesdays, episode 33. We live. Let me meet y'all in the trap. If you come over from this live, and you go to YouTube, get in the chat and say, Trap, I'm here. If you coming from the Instagram to the YouTube, I need you to say, Trap, I'm here. And bring a couple friends with you, because tonight we bringing out the whiteboard. We bringing out the whiteboard. I'm going to holler at y'all. You hear me? All right, y'all. What we doing? I miss y'all, man. I miss y'all, man. You feel me? Tonight going to be an amazing night, man. I ain't going to lie, y'all. I'm going to say something right quick, man. Shout out to everybody in the Patreon. Shout out to the Triple Beam team. They've been working the Triple Beam. Shout out to Masters of the Triple Beam. I see you. Shout out to the lottery pick. And shout out to the Bless the Trap. I like it. I see y'all saying I'm here. I see you, Tamara. I see you, Simon. I see you, Chase. I see you, Kerry. I see y'all. Y'all saying, yo, I'm here, Trap. I love it, man. If you're new to the channel, man, listen, man, welcome home. Welcome home, family. Jose, we are 16 minutes in. We got 1,100 people in the chat, man. I like it. So listen, man, before we get started, man, y'all know how we get down, right? We're going to start right here, and then we're going to get busy tonight, y'all. I ain't even going to lie. Like, I wish I had the don't play with it button, because tonight we're going to get busy, y'all. I'm on a whiteboard down there all night. Let's get busy. Listen, man, let's go, man. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. I am confident in my ability to make great investments. The stock market is a machine that prints money, and I am more than capable of operating that machine. Not only will I free myself, but my family will eat for a lifetime based on the information that I apply today. I'm a money maker and a wealth builder. Today, I break the chains that anchored me to that poverty mindset. My ancestors will smile because I have turned our last name into an asset. My family's purchasing power will increase indefinitely. Today I make the declaration that no longer will I be a slave to money. No longer will the generations behind me inherit lack. No longer will I submit to selling my time for money. I am a first-generation millionaire. I am the architect of my family's legacy. I am a certified Wall Street trapper, and Wall Street looks like us now. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Man, tonight is going to be a good night. We got a lot to talk about tonight. We got a lot of things that happened today. And, man, let's just get to it, man. I want to do something a little different. Let's go on our word on the street, man. Let's go on our word on the street, man. We're going to start off with word on the street, man. I just want to put it out there, man. All three, just everything was down today, y'all. It was definitely a red day today. It was a red day yesterday. But here's some news, y'all. It's not bad as you think. It's not bad as you think. Now, today, this is going to be a hell of a month. We're going to call this month March Madness. And to my people in the Triple Beam team, let me say something. We put 2 option plays in on the Triple Beam team. We are down on it today. Yesterday, I think I'm down like 7% altogether. I think I'm down like $10,000. In my mind, I wasn't thinking. I saw the opportunity. I saw the play. And then I remembered, damn, we got 4 reports this week. And I automatically know that Jerome Powell, when he talks, the market go red. So I want to tell everybody in a Triple Beam team, it's okay. We're going to get through this. Don't worry about it. We're going to come out this on the bright side, especially if we can get 1 or 2 of these reports. And I'm going to talk about the 4 reports we had today. My people say I'm in a bind, Nate. I really need that money.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Some other time.
But we all right, man. I don't want y'all to panic. We going to be good, man. I love it, man. You know, we weathered the storm. I said, dang, I forgot this dude gonna get on this TV today. And I saw the end. But I'm gonna tell y'all what really make me not panic, and I don't want y'all to panic, is one, the VIX is still under the 50-day moving average. That's amazing. That's good. And 2, we actually going to have more calls than puts. And 3, I will say this, the S&P is thread and light. So I'm okay. I'm not panicking. I feel like we're in a good space. We all right. It ain't no big deal. It's love. Y'all know I'm not a put person. I'll sit on the sideline and I'm all good, but we all right. Don't panic on that. All right, let's go a little further. So the S&P was down today. The NASDAQ was down today. The Dow Jones was down today. But watch this. The put-call ratio was at 0.86. We've seen it more intense than this. Remember, this is one of our indicators right here. We like this, right? Watch this, though. We had 3,665,878 calls today. We had 3,146,504 puts today. We literally had more calls than puts today. You feel me? So this is one of the reasons why I'm not panicking. Right? Even when I looked at it, I said, okay, everything went down by 1% today. Everything went down by 0.5% yesterday. We only down like $1 or $2 on our option plays. It's not enough for us to panic about. Now, what I will say is this. We go to being down $6, $7. We got a lot to talk about. We all right. That's why we get them out there for. Let's go a little further, but I want to talk to y'all about something, right? All right, man. Check this out, man. It is a thing. It is a thing. I'm putting it out here right now. Next month, we got 2 live dates. April the 11th and April the 25th. Dave, let's put it on the screen for him. April the 11th and April the 25th, we are open for business. Listen, man, we got 65 seats. If you're in the triple beam team or masters of the triple beam, you get the discount. If you're in a triple beam team or you're in the masters of the triple beam, we put the code in the group. You get the discount. You get the discount. We got 2 live days. We're going to put it out here first. Live audience, 65 people. April the 11th is the first day. April the 25th is the second day. Listen. 2 live days. We talking about y'all coming in the trap. Hey, I needed it. We're in the trap. I needed it. Listen, man, we doing 2 live days, but here's my trap masters about to say, trap, how was that? After we do our trap masters, after we finish our 6 weeks, we're gonna have a personal meet and greet just for us. Don't trip. We're going to have our debut in Trap Masters, right? Because they about to get on me. They going to be in the chat tripping right now. Chap, you told us I won't get rich. Are you not going to let us be first? We've been with you for a year. Listen, chill. I got us. We going to have an intimate setting. You feel me? But check it, man. If you want to tap in, man, we're going to put the link in there a couple times. Right? We're going to put the link in all through the night. Listen, it's $97. Live, we not trying to crack you over the head or nothing like that. $97, you're going to get the whole experience. You know what I'm saying? We might even have a little grub up in here for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know me. I'm all about giving y'all the experience. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about giving y'all the experience. So for $97, you get to come in, and you get the wild out, man. You get to come in, you get to have fun, you get to trap with us. All right, let's go, man. The link is in the description, man. All right, let's go, man. All right, so I want to break a couple things down for y'all right quick. So today on the Fear and Greed Index, we were at neutral. And so this is some of the things I want y'all to understand when we're looking at the market. We can't be fear-driven, right? I want us to understand, like, when we're looking at the market, remember what I told y'all maybe like 2 episodes ago, let's write down every week what the market ends at. Every week, what the market ends at, what the market begins at, so we can see how the market is moving. If we look at the market right now, we still haven't tested last Wednesday's lows. We haven't even touched last Wednesday's lows. It was lower than this last Wednesday. So we not even in a bad situation. Of course, we know Jerome Powell get on TV, he start talking. We already know what that's going to do to the market. And I don't want us to buy into that. Right? I don't want us to buy into that. So let's go a little further because I want us to really see this. Watch this. Here's what I want us to look at right quick. Here's what I want us to look at. Locking on me. Right? So here's what I want us to look at right here. Zoom in. Let's make sure we can zoom in. So if we're looking at the fear and greed index, which is right here, we in neutral. But I want to look at something from April 22 to January right now. We've had extreme fear April last year. We had extreme fear. Come the summertime, we had greed. But watch this. Come October last year was the low. We was in extreme fear October last year. We had a run up. We had a run up from October all the way to like December. December to January, we had a downtrend. So we was in fear mode. Listen, y'all, we went in greed. We went from December to January, from Christmas all the way to February, we went in greed mode. We went in greed, not extreme. We even tapped extreme greed. From December to January, we hit 75. We was in extreme greed mode, right? So right now, we right here at 50, which is neutral. 50 is neutral. We in the 50 area. Now, once we tap into about 45-ish, which you can see right here. So we right here, as of today, we right here. We still in neutral, right? We still in neutral. We all right, y'all. We all right. I don't want y'all to panic. Now, once we get into about 30, that fear and greed index is 30, then we in a situation. Right now, we all right. We all right, right? You can look at it. This is the end. This is just something simple I want you to look at. January, from December to February, we were still in greed. We still was in greed. We wasn't extreme, but we still, even last week, we still in greed. I don't want y'all to fall victim just because you see a couple red days. Let's go to the next slide. Now I want to show y'all something. Because I said I wanted to talk to y'all. So here's a one-day performance. Dave, let's make sure we put that on the screen so they can see it. Right? So we talking about a one-day performance, right? S&P Performance Outlook. I want y'all to have an outlook of what's going on in the market. I want y'all to understand, like, this is one day. This is one day. One day we got Microsoft down 1%. This today, Apple down 1%. Right? We see the technology sector. We see consumer electronics, semiconductors. AMD made some money on semiconductors. This was on today. This was real good. But everything else down. I'm talking about look, Costco still did good today. Tesla down 3% today. I want you to understand something, right? Netflix down 1%. We all right. All right, let's go a little further. Right? I'm showing y'all how the market gonna shift regardless. I'm showing you how the market just gonna shift in a matter of weeks and months. So we're looking at it from a 1 week performance. Watch this. Google up 4.29%. Microsoft up 1.9%. Apple up 2.8%. Visa up 1.47%. MasterCard, Berkshire Hathaway up. Merck is up. Right? We talking about Amazon, Tesla, Waste Management, ExxonMobil. We talking about in 1 week now. Right? In 1 week. Right? Let's go a little further. Right? I feel like Bob Breck or somebody up here. Right? Let's go a little further. Boom. Now let's zoom out a little more. And I'm showing y'all this for a reason. Let's zoom out a little more. Look what we see. We see Microsoft in a 1 month time span. Now we're looking out in that 1 month. So we went from 1 day. 1 day gave us a certain view. 1 week gave us a certain view. Now let's look at 1 month. 1 month. We see Microsoft down 1%. We see Apple down 1%. Look, we see Nvidia plus 10%. We see Broadband up 4%. We see Merck up 8%. We see AbbVie up 8%. Lockheed Martin, Raytheon up. Amazon down. Tesla 1%. Pepsi 2%. Right? Berkshire Hathaway up almost 1%. Right? We see that, right? I like this company too. Linden, it's a great company, up 9% in the basic materials. So we see 1 day, we see 1 week, and then we see 1 month. Now let's go to year to date. Let's bring it out from January 1 or January 3 to now. Boom. If we go to January 3rd till now, which was the first day on the market, now we get another perspective, right? We get a whole another perspective, right? And so this, I want you to look at this, and I want this to help ease your pain a little bit. Now, of course, you might ain't get that whole run-up. You might was on the sideline. You didn't get that entire run-up. But that's all right. That tells us, listen, we already know if we've been in Trappin Tuesday at least since the beginning of the year, here's what we know. Here's the one thing we know. We understand that the market is in range. Now, there's going to be pockets of the market. I want us to look at these pockets. This is about to be good. I want us to look at the pockets. So when I talk to us and I say, listen, you got to have short-term goals, long-term goals, mid-term goals. I'm going to get on the whiteboard. Let's fix the whiteboard right quick. I want us to have short-term, long-term, mid-term goals. Here's why. The recession portfolio, I'm actively managing this. So what I do in a recession portfolio is I look for companies that are performing a certain way, or I look for great companies that have value, but I'm not looking to hold these companies forever. I'm more short-term in the recession portfolio. We still beating the market though. Boom. In my primary portfolio, I'm more or less looking for companies that I can hold for a long time. It's okay for you to have this. It's okay for you to take advantage. I'm saying this, and I want to say this with, don't make an investment if you haven't did the research and if you aren't properly equipped to handle the risk that comes with this investment. So if you don't have the wherewithal or the financial fortitude to make a short-term investment, don't make it. All short-term investments don't have to be trades. They can be 7 months, 8 months. You can be riding it out because that's what I did with energy last year. I said, okay, the market is rewarding energy. We'll ride this out. It's no big deal. All right, so let's look at it. Boom, technology, right? But we in different segments of the technology sector. So we see the semiconductors. Look, from January 1-3 to now, NVIDIA up 59 cents, AMD up 26%, AVGO, which is Broadmoor, up 11%, Qualcomm up 8%, Texas Instruments up 4%, Apple up 16%, Microsoft up 5%. Like, this from January to now. So if we're looking at the whole board, we get an idea of what the market is doing, where the market is rewarding. Trap, why did you get out of energy? Well, the market wasn't rewarding it too much. Trap, so we did a couple of things. I bought some shares. So retail, Amazon up 11%, Tesla up 52%. I bet Meta up, Google up. Remember, we was in communication services for a while. We had the XLC beginning of the year. Remember, we made a couple $1,000 off that. Why? Netflix, Disney. We rode this. Financial services, what do we see? Visa, MasterCard, American Express. They doing real good right now. We come back information. We got AMAT, Salesforce, On, AMD, Apple, right? So this is amazing for us because it allows us to play the game so many different ways. Now here's something I want to do. I wrote something down for y'all. Zoom in on me, fam. I wrote something down for y'all that I want y'all to take advantage of. Why we ain't turn this on for me? All right. Here's what I want y'all. Y'all can see me. We're gonna write something. I told y'all tonight gonna be one of them nights. Tonight we gonna talk about it. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to create an investing thesis. Zoom in on that. I want you to be able to create an investing thesis. I wrote this out, right? The first thing I want you to have is, what's your reason behind wanting this business? What's the reason behind you wanting this business? What's the reason behind you wanting this business? Right? For who want to know that first and foremost, this is the number one thing, part of our investing thesis. This is the time where we got to be here. All right, I'm going to change it up. 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 Don't worry about it. And I'm going to do something else. I'm going to go a little thicker. There we go. That's better? That's better? That's better? That's better? Investing thesis. That's better? Right? Let's go better. We going. That's all right. I got y'all. I got y'all. I got y'all. I got y'all. Investing thesis. Okay, next we're going to do this. Watch this. Number one. What is the reason behind wanting this business? First thing you got to ask yourself, we critical right now. It's critical right now. It's critical right now. What's the reason? What's the reason behind us wanting this business? We need to have, watch this. Minimum of 3 to 5 reasons why we want a business. Investing thesis, number one. Number one, we must have 3 to 5 reasons why we want this business. We got to identify them. We got to identify them. I need 3 to 5 reasons of why we want to own this business. If you can't find 1 to 3 to 5 reasons, secure, solid reasons that don't have nothing to do with nobody else's opinion, you shouldn't own this business. Let me see something. Damn, I wish this could go up. Let me see something. Jose is going to be one of them nights. Yup. Part 1 is my reasons have nothing to do with anyone else's homework. Three to 5 reasons of why I want to own this company that don't got nothing to do with nobody else's homework. 3 to 5 reasons. If you can't come up with 3 to 5 reasons, if you can't come up with 3 to 5 reasons why you won't own a company, get it off the list. Get it off the list. It don't belong on your list. Not because Trapper talked about it, not because Ian talked about it, not because Kramer talked about it, not because your favorite person on YouTube talked about it. If you can't find 3 to 5 reasons by yourself based on your homework why you want to own this company, scratch it off the list. Scratch it off the list. All right, let's go a little further. Let's go a little further. Ooh, Jose, it's one of them nights. Tell Tootie don't even come out here talking about speed up. It's one of them nights. Lock us in. And we got a flight to catch tomorrow. All right, we going to keep this up? No, we're going to take this off. We're going to take this off. We're going to take this off. All right, next. Y'all with me? Let me see we trapping in the chat. Let me see the trapping in the chat. Let me see we trapping. Let me see we trapping. Right? And if you coming to the live event, let me see it in the chat. I'm coming to the live event. 65 people on January, what it is, 13th? I mean, April the 13th? Listen, we need y'all in here. You feel me? All right, let's go. Second, I wrote this down because I got y'all on my mind. It's not about me screaming and hollering at y'all. I got y'all on my mind. You know why? Because we got to develop. We got to develop on the game. We got to learn how to play the game. We got to stop guessing the game. And if I'm going to sit right here and call myself the Wall Street Trapper, if I'm going to sit right here and say, yo, I'm going to get up here every day, every Tuesday for 2 hours, and I ain't about to just be spitting what I heard somebody else say. I'm going to give y'all a game. I dissect. Sometimes I don't finish writing down stuff until right before we get on camera. Why? Because I want y'all to win. And we talked about something today. We talked about what? We talked about the pilgrimage to a new life. We talked about a pilgrimage to a new life. How do we get to that pilgrimage? We got to have the homework. We got to have the identity. We got to have the plan. We got to have the thesis. We got to know why we won't own the company. We got to know this is a good company. We got to know I don't belong in this company. We got to learn how much of the company do I want to own so I ain't going to keep buying. We got to know when to buy the dip so we don't run out of chip. I'm telling you that they got an opportunity before us, and we got to be able to win when the opportunity presents itself. We got to be able to take advantage of the opportunity when it presented to us. We can't be waiting 3 years from now talking about, man, I should have did this. Man, I should have did that. That ain't the time no more. 3 years from now, it's too late. They pumping the fear now. They pumping the fear now. They pumping the market now. I don't care about losing the 5,000 out of 10. I don't care. I ain't gonna never stop. I'm gonna load the clip and bust again. I'm gonna load the clip and bust again. I'm gonna load the clip and bust again. I ain't gonna stop busting. This the opportunity for us, y'all. I don't care what nobody else talking about. I don't care if you trading. I don't care if you leap options. I don't care if you buying whole. I don't care if you buying index funds. I don't care if you buying ETFs. I just need you playing the game. I don't care if you got on the beginner mode. I don't care if you got it on all pro. I don't care if you got it on all Madden. Just play the game. I don't care what you got it on. Pick up the goddamn remote and play the game. Get in the game. Don't be scared to lose. So what if you lose a couple dollars? It is what it is. It's part of the game. You know how many times I lost a couple dollars? How many times we done spent money we ain't never getting back? At least let me put it in the asset so I can at least sweat it. I'm talking about playing the game. I'm talking about busting the gun till the gun don't stop busting. I'm talking about shooting so much money in the market while I run out of money. I'm trying to go work overtime to get some more money to put in the market. I'm trying to work 2 jobs so I can put some more money in the market. I'm trying to go drive Uber. I'm trying to go drive Lyft. Whatever you got to do to go put some money in the market, you need to be doing it, fam. This ain't the time for you to be chilling. This ain't Netflix and chill. This buy Netflix and chill. This ain't time to scroll on social media. It's time to buy as many Facebook shares as you can and own the social media. It ain't time to just play on YouTube. It's trying to own YouTube. I'm talking about playing the game completely different. This the opportunity. This the opportunity. Watch this though. The more you play the game, the more you gonna love it. You think I get up here for 2 hours every Tuesday because I don't love this? Bro, I could be chilling with my daughter. I could be kicking it with Shorty. She love rocking with me. She watching Trappin Tuesdays now. She know what it is. She like, oh, Dad, this Trappin Tuesday. My daughter say, I'm subscribed, Daddy. My mom and them don't be watching, but I'm subscribed, Daddy. She get it. She get it. I'm gonna just keep it real, y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. I see a lot of people saying like, yo, it's about to be a crazy summer. Like, it's only supposed to be a crazy summer if you saying I'm putting my money in the market. We gotta keep playing the game. Keep being active. Keep going at it. Don't stop. Don't stop. Man, if you're gonna keep trapping, man, let me see you in the chat say we trapping, man. Let me see you say we trapping. Jose, come in right quick before I write this down. This is what we need to be doing, y'all. All right, next. We got this. Here's what I want you to do. Next. Identify the time frame. Identify the time frame. Identify the time frame. What do you mean by that, Trap? How long are we holding the investment? How long are we holding the investment? How long are we holding the investment? We need to know this. Right? Am I holding it for the year? Am I holding it because the market is rewarding it? Is this a 3 to 5? Is this a 5 to 10? How long am I holding the investment? So we got to have that. Right? We got to have that. We got to write that down. All right, let's go a little further. Y'all with me tonight? Say we trapping in the chat. If you coming in live, just imagine what this is going to feel like live. Imagine what this is going to feel like live. Ooh, imagine what this is going to feel like live. 65 people. Imagine what this is going to feel like live. Let's go with the... God, oh God. All right, let's go a little further. Let me tell me if y'all can see this in blue. Yeah, they can see that. G, they can see that? No. Let's try it. All right, let me see this. Watch this, y'all. If it's short term, what is the short-term catalyst? If it's short term, what is the short-term catalyst? Right? Watch this. Is the market rewarding that industry or sector? Is the market rewarding that industry or sector? Man, do me a favor, man. If y'all watching this, man, share this in the chat. Share this out with as many people as you can right now. Y'all, I told y'all, we ain't playing. Share this out with as many people as you can. I know y'all writing. Share it down with as many people as you can. Share this with as many people as you can. Let's get the likes up, y'all. So, catalyst, is the market rewarding that industry or sector? So, like last year, y'all saw me make a lot of money off of what? Energy. Why? Because the market was rewarding energy. But I came into this year, what I did, we got off the energy. The market wasn't rewarding it. We rode it for a month. We saw the market wasn't rewarding it. Boom, what do we see? Year to date, it's only up 1%. Is the market rewarding that? Now, that's short term. I don't want you to think like that, but I'm just showing you how to play. Now, everybody listen to me. I want this. Let me say this right quick. This is not investing advice. If you don't know what it takes to invest short term, don't do it. If you don't have what it takes, right? Because I don't need you moving around like that. Even when I say short term, for me, the short term is 12 months. I'm not trying to move in and out. For me, short term is 1 year, 12 months. Right? What is the market rewarding right now? Boom. The recession portfolio, y'all gonna see it. I'm gonna sit, I'm gonna chill. I am cool. Right? I don't need you hopping in and out. I need you to have that. Either you're gonna be, all right, yo, this is my long term, I'm rocking like this, or Trap, you know what? I just want to take advantage of what's going on right now. Listen, I just need you to understand that. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying this is only education and entertainment. Make sure you can do the right research. If you can't do the research, just buy some index funds and chill. You feel me? Because I don't need nobody saying, Trapper told me. Y'all ain't gonna get my channel shut down. All right, let's go a little further. We're gonna go a little further. All right, check it out. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Write this down. Is it a long-term trend? Is it a long-term trend? Is it something that you see can be here for some time, or is it just something short-term? Well, Trap, how do I understand if it's going to be here for a long time? When you start seeing whole industries change. When you start seeing under industries start to adapt. Prime example, EVs. Is EV a short-term or a long-term trend? Let me see it in the chat right quick. EVs, is it a short-term or is it a long-term trend? Is it here? EVs, electric vehicles, right? What is it? It's a long-term trend. We can be there. Example, fintech, something I like. Is it short-term or long-term? Financial technology, is it short-term or long-term? We see entire industries changing. If we see an entire industry changing, we know that's not nothing short-term. We know that's long-term. I'm going to just keep it real with you. You make more money when you play it for the long-term. You take the training wheels off when you think short-term. There's risk involved. Even in the triple beam team, I tell them, yo, like, don't play the recession portfolio. I'd rather give you some long terms. That's why once a quarter, I think at the end of this month, I'm going to give them a 10 stock watch list. In the triple, don't worry about what I'm doing with the recession portfolio. I'm not even going to lie to you because I'm active in there. And if you can't be active in there, don't do that. Don't just, this is what I'm doing short term. I'm only playing that for 9 months to a year at best. Now, that 10 stock watch list I'm going to give in there, that's great stocks. That's long term. That's going, I'm looking to add that to the big dog portfolio, 7-figure joint. You feel me? All right, let's go a little further, man. I need you to understand that. Prime example, work from home. Work from home. Was that short term or long term? Work from home. Work from home. Was that short term or long term? Right? Short, bingo. Watch this. AI. Is it short term or long term? Watch this. Artificial intelligence. Is it short term or long term? We got to understand. We got to understand. Feel me? Like, what is it? We don't want to get caught inside a bubble that ain't here. Right? We want to be in something that's sustainable, y'all. All right, let's go, man. Back in my seat, you heard me? Ooh, we can move the board. Let's move the board outside for a minute, you heard me? Ooh, let me know how y'all feel in the chat. Let me know how y'all feel in the chat, man. I want y'all to send this out to as many people as you can. We cooking tonight. I'm talking about we cooking with Crisco. Let's go, baby. We cooking tonight. We all winning. We ain't even telling y'all right now. Prepare. Keep it right there. I'm gonna bring it back. Just keep it on my shot. All right, let's go a little further, Dave. How y'all feeling tonight? Let me see how y'all feeling tonight, man. It's one of them nights. How y'all feeling? Let me see y'all send this out to as many people as you can. Right? Let's get the likes up tonight. Let's get 1,000 likes in the chat, man. Let's stop for a second. Let's get 1,000 likes in the chat right quick. Let me see how y'all feeling, man. I want y'all to give yourself a round of applause, man. Y'all took some hell of a moves. I want y'all to take, look, y'all. For what we just did at the board, we gonna do this.
Yeah, tell me that wasn't no board, bro. That wasn't no board. Nigga, listen.
Let me know right now, man. Let me see in the chat if you coming to the live experience, man. 65 people, man. Let me know if you coming to the live experience April the 11th. April the 11th. Is April the 11th? That's what it is? What it is? April the 11th or April the 13th? April the 11th, man. Let me know if you coming. I can't wait. I can't wait to see y'all, man. I get to meet y'all in person. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm excited, man. Y'all been rocking with me for 33 episodes. That's a little more than 6 months. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. That's 7 months. By the time that's gonna be 8 months. We 8 months in, y'all. So let me know, man. I can't wait to see you. If you're in a triple beam team, you get the discount. Or if you're in Master the Trap, you definitely get the discount. I want to see y'all in here, y'all. I want to see y'all here. I can't wait to vibe with y'all. And you're going to be able to get access to the t-shirts. Y'all going to get access to the Trapper attire that may not be on the site. It's not exclusive for Patreon only. It's for anybody that's rocking with Trappin Tuesday. Now, here's the only caveat. If you come and you bring somebody with you, the person you bring with you got to have a ticket. Right? So let's put the link inside. This is for everybody. This is for everybody who rock with Trappin Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? This is for y'all. This is for y'all. I'm not even promoting it on Instagram like that. It's just for y'all on Trappin Tuesdays. Right? So let me know if you're going to be in, man. I can't wait to see if you're going to be in. Let me see it, man. All right, man. Let's go a little further, man. All right. So is it fun yet, man? Listen, man. Jerome Powell, listen, he is prepared to increase the pace of rate hikes, y'all. He is prepared. He's prepared. Now, I will say this, y'all. Just the threat of that 50% rate hike is going to be crazy. Just that, because they want us to be at, like, the market wants to be at 25. They okay with that 25%. Now, we got some things that we gonna have to be mindful of. The first thing we're gonna have to be mindful of was today. We got 4 things. I want y'all to write these 4 things down that we looking at. One, the first thing we got to be mindful was today was the Fed monetary policy. Was his testimony about what's going on. Right? Second, we got CPI reports coming out. Friday, we got the job reports coming out. Listen, I want you to write this down. The job reports is going to tell us a lot about the strength of the economy. The job reports are going to tell us about the strength of the economy. Now, I want us to get into this right here. You're seeing thousands of people getting laid off from these big tech companies. But here's the thing. You can be losing those big jobs, but a lot of little jobs can be getting made. The smaller jobs can be getting made, right? We want to pay attention. We want a strong jobs number. That's Friday. a strong jobs number. So here's the number you're going to look for Friday. You want to look for net new jobs. That's the number. You want to look for net new jobs. If the net new jobs number is good, the market going to calm down a little bit. The market going to calm. They're not going to be as feisty. All right? The next thing we're looking for next week is the CPI report, so Consumer Price Index. That's going to tell us how much money the average household is spending on consumer goods and the price of those goods. It's going to tell us about the services purchased by household. We need this number to go down, y'all. We need this number to go down. Now, here's the thing, y'all. I'm going to be real. They keep saying the economy is strong. This job report's Friday going to tell us a lot. Net new jobs, all right? And lastly, March the 26th. Let's see something. Ooh, that's the day after Trappin Tuesday. We might do a special on the 26th. April 20th. Yeah, no. Oh, no, we'll be gone. No, the 26th. Oh, that's Monday. Oh. Yeah. So they're going to come out on the 27th. That's when they're going to tell us about the decision they're going to make. When they tell us that, so I'm going to say this. If we grading today, we knew that was going to happen. So I'm going to grade today as a C-. I'm going to grade today. That was the monetary policy testimony by Jerome Powell. I'm going to get at a C. We need to at least, in these four, we need to at least have a B. I'm going to tell y'all, we need the job number and the CPI number to be all right. The job number is the one, y'all. If the job number is good, we're going to be all right. If that job number ain't good, we're going to sink like the Titanic. Frank! Rose! All right, man, let's go a little further, man. Right? Again, is it fun yet? The chances of a 50-point hike, man, right now is at 54%. Before he talked today, it was at 23%. The market wasn't feeling too bad. Today, he kind of set the tone. And if you listen to it today, he really stood in the paint. But he said some things today that really caught my attention that I want us to think about, man. He said some things today that really caught our attention. He said this. He said, the Fed is not worried about the impact on pricing at what America is going to lend money at. You're not worrying about it. All they worrying about is interest rates. What did that mean to me? Today that meant to me, yep, CPI report next Tuesday, yep. What that meant to me was, he's just telling them, we going to do what we got to do, because remember, they got to get interest rates down to 2.5%. That's the norm. Right now, we around, I think, 6. We got to get that down. And so what he's essentially saying is, at whatever cost. You're just a casualty of war. It got to come down. Today, the U.S. Treasury bought $40 billion in 3-year notes. That's not good. But what I want us to also look at is the bond market. I want us to look at the bond market, and I want us to look at the credit spreads, right? Because when people start feeling like corporate bonds are better than treasury yields, we got an issue. Watch what I'm about to tell y'all. We are poised for what is going to be called a double dip recession. Okay, let's go to the board. I'm back to the board because I want y'all to see how this look. I want y'all to see how this look. Right? We are poised for what is called a double, listen to me, y'all, a double dip recession. Y'all got my board set up? We getting my board set up. Now, I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to see what this is going to look like. All right, Jose got the board set up. You good on the board? All right, cool. All right, let's go to the board. Let's go back to the board. I got to make sure y'all can see me. All right. So, watch this. All right? Right? So we talk about the types of recessions. Right? Types of recessions. One, we got the regular recession. The market up, down, up, we ride out. Right? This is what we used to. Right? This is what we used to. All right? So let me say that we're going to put this right here by this. All right? The U-shaped recession is when we come down, but we linger in it. See, this is a boom, boom, we ride up out of it. Right? This one, the U is we get the recession, but then we linger in it. We linger in it, and then we come up out of it. But this the one we at. This is what we poised for right here. We go to the recession, we get a sharp recovery, and then we go back in it. Typically, this one is harder to come out of. We had a whole bounce. We here. We up in here somewhere. Let me do this. Where my thing at? My board at? All right, there we go. So usually we come here. Normal. So we come here, right? We're going to just put aura. And then we come here. We're going to put aura, EC, because we're going to recover. And then we're going to recover. Right? We're going to recover. But then we come here. This is important. This is extremely important. Because here's what we want. We want this. Here's what we don't want. Here's what we don't want. That's what we don't want. We don't want this. But we on verge. We on verge. This is where people lose homes, cars. Now, Trap, how do you come up with this? How do you come up with the idea that we're going to be in a double dip recession? Like, what made you even think of that? What made you even think of that? Okay, so we got to learn the catalysts that lead us to this. Okay, Trap, what's the catalyst that lead us to this? Double dip. Let's write this down. All right, first, watch this. Happens when economy is bailed out by the CARES Act or new money, right? Or new money, and money ends or runs out. Because this now leaves us in an unstable market. This now leaves us in an unstable market. And we call this a double dip recession. Or back-to-back recessions. We talking about either a double dip recession or back-to-back recessions. This don't happen too much, but when it does happen, people get hurt. So this is why I'm telling you chaos leads to opportunity. Chaos leads to opportunity. Chaos leads to the wealthy people of America increasing their wealth by $3 to $4 trillion all over the world. So while you thinking, okay, watch this. What are we wasting our money on? Recession mistakes. Unnecessary spending. Too much splurging. Let's put vacations on hold for a little while. Excessive partying. Yo, stop my birthday is all month crap. Your birthday can't be all month in a recession. We got to acknowledge that we in the damn thing. We don't want to acknowledge, listen, the people moving different, so we got to move different. It's stacking season. It's stacking season. Leave a designer alone for a year. Leave the designer alone for a year. It's real, y'all. I'm keeping it real. And I'm not calling nobody out. I'm not telling you not to use. I'm not telling you not to, buy what you like. You've been buying what you like all your life. The minute you became an adult, you went to spending money you don't have. You went to buying what you like. It's time. Three things to spend your money on right now. Assets, access, information. Three things to spend your money on right now. Assets, access, information. It ain't no need. It ain't no need. It's wealth season. It's time. I'm looking at it right now like, bro, this is a crazy opportunity. Here's the dope part. We talking about 2024. This is how the market been trading. This is how the market been trading. It's been in a range. It's been in a range. It ain't been running too crazy. It's been in range. Go look at it. I've been showing it to you for 3 weeks. The market been in the same range. It ain't been doing nothing crazy. We making money in the same little pattern. That's why I ain't tripping. We've been making money in the same little pattern. We've been in the same pattern, y'all. This is why I'm like, fam, don't even trip. I'm telling the triple beam team, like, don't even trip, y'all. Now, if we get some different numbers come Friday, I'm not going to lie. If the job numbers hit us hard Friday, and then we going to be, I'm like, all right, y'all, we might have to. But I ain't tripping. We in the same zone. Now, here's the thing. If the S&P break the 200 day and the VIX break the 50 day, we're going to go down a little deeper. If the S&P break the 200 day and the VIX break the 50 day, we're going to go a little deeper. So we just got to understand how to play the game. Every week we come give y'all a game. Every week we come here and get y'all 2 hours worth of game. I'm not even into the thing tonight, but I'm just saying, yo, like we playing a game. Let's start playing. Let's go, baby. All right, Jose, I'm good with it. Let's go, family. How we feeling tonight? All right, let's go with it, Dave. Woo, I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling good today. Look, I'm ahead of my. I was ahead of my slides. I'm off the rip. I be telling y'all the slides be for y'all, not for me. The slides really be for y'all, not for me. You feel me? So listen, man, here we go, man. Let's put it on the screen big for him, Dave. Listen, here we go right here. Economy, look, check it out. Here's the different types. Do you know what shape you're in until it's over? Right? Here we go. The V type, the economy quickly bounces back to normal. This is the one we want. This is the one we want. The U shape, slow recovery until eventually get to normal because it's going to drag inside of that U. It's going to drag inside of that U. Here's the W, back-to-back recessions. Watch this. But the worst one is the L, the long recession with no return to normal in sight. We need to know where we at, y'all. It's important that we take a screenshot of this so we can understand what's going on. Let's send this out to some more people, man. Let's get us up to 2,000. We almost there, right? Let's hit 2,000 people in the chat tonight, man, because we giving out some game tonight, and people need to be here. People need to understand what's going on here. If your people really want to make money in the market, anybody rocking with you right now, I'm going to be real with y'all. You get Trappin Tuesdays every Tuesday. But listen, on Thursdays, you need to be listening to the audios. You need to be coming back, listening to the whole 2 hours. You need to be on here. Like, you need to be really tapped into this because now is the time, y'all. Now is the time. All right, let's go a little further, man. Man, I feel good tonight. How y'all feeling in the chat, man? Y'all feel like we trapping tonight? All right, let's go. All right, so, man, Ford got a little thing they coming up with, man. If Ford does this, like, we kind of going to be, like, assed out, y'all. So Ford has filed a patent. Listen to this. Ford has filed a patent that could remotely shut your car down, turn off your radio, and lock you out of the car and prompt it to ceaselessly this thing will lock you out the car if you miss a payment. And you don't talk to the people about the payment, they can lock you out the car. This is crazy. Let's go a little further. Yo, according to the patent application, cruise control, automatic windows, keys, door locks, even the accelerator or the engine itself could be disabled if a consumer doesn't acknowledge a notice of overdue payment. I'm going to tell you something right now, and y'all know how this go. If one person do it, take his socks. Take his socks. Take his socks. He can't wiggle his toe. If one person do it, I'm telling y'all, it's a done deal. Let's go a little further, man. All right, here's how they playing the game. Goldman Sachs. So Goldman Sachs, the asset management part of Goldman Sachs, so Subway came out and said, yo, you know, we closed 1,000 stores in 2022. They closed 1,000 stores in 2022. Goldman Sachs said, bet they put in a bid for $10 billion. Subway literally have more stores than McDonald's. They got 37,000 stores. Subway has 37,000 stores in 100 countries. Goldman Sachs said, yo, we'll buy that. Listen, the wealth game is played. How? Businesses buy other businesses in recessions. They playing a wealth game. They putting cash on hand. The word for the day is liquidity. I want y'all to put that in. How fast can we turn an asset to cash? I want you to do something. Moving forward, I want you to figure out how much money you're going to put in the market and then how much money you're going to keep in liquid cash. How much money you going to put in the market and then how much money you going to put in liquid cash. I need you to have some liquid cash because the opportunity is going to present itself for you to buy somebody's business. The opportunity is going to present itself for you to buy something on discount. I'm telling you how the game is played. Watch this, y'all. It's a cold game, but it's fair. If we get into what I know we headed for, because the numbers telling us, watch this, people going to lose jobs. Because what's going to happen? Companies going to do what? Lay people off even more. People ain't got the money. So what's going to happen? You get behind on your house. We already said it. The average car note is up right now by 45%. 6 out of 10 Americans are down behind 2 car payments. 6 out of 10 Americans are down behind 2 car payments. 65% of the people who have 401ks have already tapped into the $50,000. The writing is on the wall. The writing is on the wall. So if we don't put ourselves in position to win in this season, I'm just keeping it like, yo, like even not even, like, yo, we got to look at our personal balance sheet and see how much money we spending. I need everybody in here to put a personal balance sheet together. I done told y'all that the last couple weeks. Put a personal balance sheet together. How much you spending, how much you got coming in. And you need to have more money coming in than you spending. Because if you don't,
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Some other time.
I really need this money, Nate.
the writing's on the wall, y'all. And guess what? They ain't gonna help us. Ain't no more free money. The manna has ceased. The manna has ceased. I got that from T.D. Jakes. I went there when he said this. He said, what do you do when the manna has ceased and you got to go get it on your own? I said, God, that's heavy. Here's what happens, y'all. Here's the game. We spoil you. We put you in a situation where you're dependent upon us, and then guess what they do? They pull the carpet from underneath you. They put you in a situation where they make you dependent upon them, and then they pull a carpet underneath you. They pull it from underneath you, and then you doing what? You don't know what to do. If you allow them to feed you, you give them permission to starve you. Right now, a lot of people gonna starve because they ain't figured out how to hunt. A lot of people about to starve because, one, they ain't figured out how to hunt, and two, you was too lazy to go get in the jungle. One thing everybody do when the winter season come, the animals hibernate. They make an expedition to go where more food at. They make an expedition to go where more water at. You see this lack is coming, and you still acting like we in the plentiful time. Even the bears accumulate food for hibernation. You still out here flashing money on a gram. You still out here not making the right adjustments. You financially frustrated, so you let your financial frustration put you in a situation to spend money you don't have. You see the job cutting hours. Go get a second job or go learn how to invest. Go do something. You need some more income coming in because it's getting ugly out here. We positioned. We behind the 8 ball, y'all. In case you didn't know, we behind the 8 ball. Listen, Medicaid, health care, Social Security. The debt ceiling is here. They got to pay $80 billion this year, and they trying to figure out how. This man raising rates. He said, I don't care what you got going on. I am raising rates until we get to 2%. The writing's on the wall. And here's the thing, yo. Them things last 18 months, 1 year. I had people even hit me from the NFL like, hey, Trap, like, bro, like, man, I need to learn how to put my family in position, bro, because I'm the only one getting the money right now. I'm like, fam, you better put some people on some strict diets right now, bro. You got to learn how to tell some people no in this season. You're going to have to learn how to say, I ain't got all my money tied up in investments this season. Because if you don't, if you're the breadwinner, when you fall, the whole sink fall. When you fall, the whole ship going under. And here's the crazy part. When you fall and you know you've been footing the bill this long, how hard is it for you to get back up? I'm going to tell you what happened in these type of environments, y'all. And it's sad to say, suicide rate go up. Depression goes up. Anxiety goes up. You know why? Because you've been programmed to work the job. You've been programmed to depend on them. And the minute they take what they provide to you from you, you don't know how to hunt. When they put you in a situation, you saying, yo, I'm getting it out the mud. What happens when you don't gotta get it out the mud? You can get it out the market, but you refuse to go learn how to get it out the market. You don't gotta get it out the mud. You got other situations you can learn how to do, but you refuse to do that. Why wait till it's time to get it out the mud to get it out the mud? What happens when the mud dry up? What do we do then? What happens when we in a dry season? What happens when we in a wilderness? What happens then? What happens when there's no more milk left in the titty? What happens then? I'm going to tell you what happened. Crime rate goes up. I'm going to tell you what happened. People start sleeping on each other's sofas. I'm going to tell you what happened. Every hood in America gonna feel it real, real hard. I keep telling y'all, in recessions, it's the people at the bottom that feel it the most. If you don't change them financial habits, if you don't change them toxic relationships with money, yo, you gonna divorce the life that you work so hard to marry. We talking about in these type of recessions, we talking about divorce rates going up. Why? Because lack of money is the number one reason for divorce. I'm telling you, this is the time. And if you don't prepare, a whole lot of people gonna get hurt, man. Let's go a little further, man. Whoo! Goldman Sachs calls Amazon its 2023 top e-commerce pick of the year. I ain't mad at that. All right, let's go a little further, man. Let's go a little further. All right, now, y'all know, I told y'all about healthcare. I told y'all, man, healthcare is always going to be a play. So Merck is pushing P, man. So Merck has a cholesterol pill that they're coming out with. It reduces bad cholesterol by as much as 61%, right? Generally, it's well tolerated. Merck to start phase 3 in the second half of 2023. Here's what I want you to understand. If you're in the pharmaceutical industry, if you're basing your investments over there, I want you to understand. I want you to look for companies that have phase 3. I want you to look for companies that have drugs in the pipeline at phase 3. If you're in the biopharmaceutical business or if you're in this, phase 3 is where you want to be at. Let's move a little further. The next thing they created was a heart drug, right? The heart drug, right? Experimental is in phase 3. Pulmonary artery hypertension is a rare disease affecting 40,000 people in the U.S. Let's take a minute to talk about something right quick. Last week, episode 32, what did we say was a gold mine? Rare disease. Rare diseases. We said in episode 32 that rare diseases was a gold mine. Drug reduced risk of clinical worsening or death by 84%. Come on, y'all. The drug reduced a risk of worsening or death by 84%. These people really getting paid to come up with pushing pills. All right, let's go a little further, man. All right, so one of the things, because I know the type of industry in and I know what we got going on, I always want to put us in a situation where we can, I know we got a lot of new people in the market. We got a lot of new people that's rocking with us, and we don't really understand this what's all in the S&P. And so one of the things I like to look at, I want y'all to understand, here's the top 10 positions inside the S&P 500. Right? So the first thing is Apple. Apple makes up what? 6.31% of the S&P 500. Right? So Apple makes up 6.31% of the S&P 500. Next, Microsoft. Right? So Microsoft makes up 5.40% of the S&P 500. Thank you, Nat, for the super chat. We appreciate you, Queen. Right? Next, Google. Google makes up 3% of the S&P 500. Amazon makes up 2.6% of the S&P 500. Berkshire Hathaway makes up 1.64% of the S&P 500. Right, so we're talking about the S&P 500. We're talking about VOO. We're talking about SPY, and then you'll see it show up sometimes on it like as SPX. VOO and SPY. VOO and SPY, we talking about the Vanguard, right? Here's the thing, y'all. These are the top 10 companies in the S&P 500. Top 10. Top 10. I'm going to just keep it real with you. This is not investment advice, but I'm not going to lie to you. So I'm not going to never vouch for Johnson & Johnson. United Healthcare is not bad. NVIDIA Berkshire B is amazing. If you're in Trappers Anonymous, you know we talked about going to the Berkshire meeting. We're going to put that, I got to see what my schedule look like, right? But you can't go wrong with that. The only thing I don't want you to do is when you buy Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, I want you to understand that those are the 4 biggest companies and the big investors are laying inside of those companies. So it's kind of, I always use the analogy of you look at a shark. If you're looking at a shark swim, you always see those fish attached to the shark. That's how you're going to be on side of that. So when they move, you're going to move. When they move, you're going to move. Let's go a little further, man. Let's go a little further. All right, so here's what I want y'all to look at. During this time, I want you to understand that dividend companies are not bad to be in. Well, they never bad, right? But here's the fastest growing dividend companies based on a 5-year growth rate, right? We got Broadmoor, we got Citi, we got Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, Charles Schwab. They're in that 2nd percentile. Then we got Chase Bank. We got AbbVie. We got Home Depot. We got Visa. These are the companies in the 15% ratio. And then at the bottom, we got Apple. And I'm going to be real with you. Apple's a great company, but I would never buy Apple for the dividend. Apple is cheap, man. They be playing the dividend game real cheap, right? We got Apple. We got Apple. We got Microsoft. We got McDonald's. We got Costco. Now, here's the thing. Costco is kind of tricky. Let me tell you why Costco is tricky. Because even though the dividend is small in dividend yield, it's like a $3 dividend. It's like a $3 dividend, right? So we talking about growth rates, not actual dividend itself. We talking about the growth rate, so 10%, 15%, 20%, 25%. These companies are growing the dividend, and we don't have a problem with that. We want to see them consistently growing that. During this type of recession, we definitely, in what I see happening, it is important that we have a sense of dividend companies in the portfolio to give us balance. Everybody, let me hear you say balance. Let me hear you say balance, right? It's important that we have people inside, we have companies inside our portfolio that give us balance. Hey, y'all, let's stop for a second, man. 2,000 people in the chat tonight, man. We hit 2,000 people in the chat tonight. Let's go, y'all. We serving, y'all. I'm flaming y'all all night tonight. All right, let's go a little further, y'all. All right, so this was huge today. So Weight Watchers just got their weight up. Like, this company was down there out of business. I don't know, like they looking at doing a massive deal at $106 million. They're buying a telehealth company called Sequence for $106, a combination of stocks and cash. Watch this, though. This will now put Weight Watchers. This will put Weight Watchers in the industry of obesity. Now, let me tell you, I did some homework on that. And I realized that this is watch this. Weight Watchers does this deal. I didn't know this, y'all. The obesity and prescription business is a $405 billion industry by 2030. I didn't realize that people spend that much money on this. Now, here's what happens. What most people do is they get on the obesity drugs, and they use the obesity drugs because they got bad eating habits. And so they got to stay on the pills. So people have bad eating habits, and then they got to stay on the pills for at least 5 years. People are staying on these pills. I didn't realize that. Now, they don't have to stay on the pills 5 years, but what happens is the people take the pills, and the pills make them, they get complacent. They eat what they want to eat, and then they use the pill to regulate. Instead of just adapting good eating habits, they use the pill. I said, damn. I didn't realize this. So Weight Watchers has buying this company, and this puts them in there. It's going to be a $405 billion industry by 2030. By 2030. Listen, y'all. I want us to stop taking the easy way out. We talking about financial predators and financial praise right here, and we talking about people getting rich off you because you too lazy to just go work out. You too lazy to just get up and walk. Man, if I don't do nothing else, man, I went and bought a weight vest, y'all. I'm just get up, put it on and walk. I walk the mountain, y'all. Yo, I didn't realize that obesity is such a big business. Watch this stat I'm about to give y'all. 47% of people in America are obese. But let's go back to episode 31. When we said that the legal dope dealing business was one of the biggest businesses in America. Why? Because the sickness is in the food. Watch this. Feed you the food and sell you the medicine. Feed you the food and sell us the medicine. We grew up thinking milk does a body good, not knowing that milk is the number 3 reason for all the mucus in our body. They've been setting us up the whole while. Then they realized that everybody's going to swap over to the almond milk and stuff. And guess what they start doing? Putting the chemicals in the almond milk. Then they killed us again and said, hey, guess what the big business is? Water. So they started saying water was the big business. So now they're selling us all this water. I grew up drinking water out the faucet like this, man. Now you telling me in 2023 that ain't the best water to drink? I've been drinking that water my whole goddamn life. I ain't never got lead poison. All of a sudden now people telling me drink alkaline water. People flaming us. I ain't flaming y'all, they flaming us. Bottled water became a big business. Then the next thing they said was, look, don't buy the water in the plastic. You got to buy it in the bottle. Well, what the hell? And then Will Smith's son said, don't buy it in the bottle or the plastic. Buy it in the container. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm about to go back and drink it out the faucet. I don't know what the hell. What? They got all kinds of stuff I ain't never even heard of. Bam Bam in the water. Bam Bam 5. I said, what is that? Knick Knack 30. Red 22. What the hell is this? Where does this come from? How does this get here? The thing's supposed to say, then I realized that almond milk ain't almond milk. It's water. I said, man, I'm not playing with these people, man. Why are they calling this stuff almond milk and it's water? It's milk. It's the almonds with water in it mixed up enough to it gives a milky substance. I say, bro, I'm not playing with these people. I don't know what to drink no more. I know what. We got pecan milk. We got 300 pecan trees. I got 300 pecan trees on my goddamn farm. I'm about to make my own milk, goddamn. I'm not playing with these people, man. Bro, how we supposed to? I'm not playing with these people, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. I'm pissed myself off playing with these people, man. It's goddamn pecan almond milk. It ain't even no almond milk. It's really almond water. Then they done added all the preservatives so it can sit on the counter. Now it ain't no more good no more. What are we doing? Then you eat the cereal and the cereal causes cancer. What am I supposed? Bruh. Now I'm starting to realize that the cereal that the government gave you probably was the best cereal to eat because it just got cereal on the box. I just unlocked the code. I just unlocked the code. It's the government milk that just says cereal on the box. I just unlocked the code. I just unlocked the code. We just unlocked the code. God damn it, man. Is we trapping or not? Are we trapping? We trapping as we trapping. God damn it, this is a good episode. All right, man. Listen, man. Let's talk about this, man. Dave, let's put it in their face. All right, man. Recession views, man. Signs are everywhere. Listen, the bond market has gotten worse. I want y'all to understand something. Right now, the 2-year bond, the 2-year note is higher than the 10-year note. Okay. Market starting to believe the Fed. They should have been believing this dude. You can't beat him. The recession signals remain. Job data could make this week the biggest of the year. I told y'all. All right, let me go to the board right quick. One more time. Can I go to the board one more time? One more time, I want to go to the board, y'all. I want to show y'all something. Let me know how y'all feeling in the chat, man. Y'all feeling good tonight in the chat? Am I teaching tonight? Let me know if I'm teaching tonight. If I'm teaching tonight, let me see it in the chat. I appreciate y'all, man. We over 2,000 people for the second time in our duration. I want to make this the norm, y'all. I think we can do that. By the end of the year, we won't be doing 4,000 to 5,000 a show, right? Y'all ready for that? Hey, y'all ready for that Trappin Tuesday tour? Let me say something right quick, too, man. Can I share a moment with y'all this week? No beat. Man, one of the most amazing things happened to me this week, man. I want to shout out. First, I want to give a shout out to my COO, LaShawna, man. I met her in 2019, in the beginning of the pandemic, through a great friend of mine, Andrew. And I was supposed to work with Eric Thomas during the pandemic, and it didn't happen. You know, bless my brother Drew, man. He passed away, and I know he put this together. And over the last 3 years, you know, me and E.T. have crossed paths. And finally this year, man, E.T. became like a mentor to me. I always admired him. He got me out the mud a lot. And I got his phone number, and he called me. He was on a plane. He said, Trap, I want you to go on tour with me. Man, that truly changed my life, man. So I want to tell Eric Thomas, man, thank you, OG. I call him the OG. Thank you, OG, for trusting me to go on tour with you. Thank you, LaShawna. Thank you to Jose, everybody who been whispering and telling, CJ, who been telling E.T., yo, Trap is that guy. And I just want to tell E.T., thank you for that. I want to tell LaShawna, thank you for that. The reason why we doing the live shows right now is because I let E.T. do a mastermind in here at my spot, and it forced me to do some stuff in here that I was lagging to do, with getting the carpet right, getting the stage right, getting the bathrooms together. And E.T. came, he had 50 people in here, 30, 40 some people. I'm like, oh, I sat back and I was like, oh, okay, bet. We ready to go live. At lunchtime, E.T. came to me and said, hey, I want you to speak. I said, what? I'm not going to tell E.T. no. And E.T. trusted me to talk to his mentees. For 1 hour, I closed out. E.T. sent me a text today from his group that said, Trapper was impressive. They say Trap closed out Friday, and that was impressive. And I'm not going to lie, y'all, I'm going to just keep it 100. The first 3 to 5 minutes, I was a little nervous. And the reason why I was a little nervous because E.T. is somebody that not only did I admire, but from a distance, I looked at him as like a spiritual, like father figure. From a distance. Because I know he had done been through what I've been through, and I watched him grind his way up, and in my darkest moments, I listened to him. And so this was a full circle moment for me, him and my cousin G to be sitting in the back, sitting down. He's shaking my hand. He like, Trap, bro. And one of the amazing things about him was he looked at me as a peer. And I think of myself as Big Trap all the time, but I always pay homage to the OGs that come before me. And so to sit down and just run it with him and to be able to ask him questions, I didn't take that moment lightly. Shout out to Jose because he took the picture because I would have never asked. Because I just wanted to be in the moment. And so for E.T., Lashana, my bro Andrew, I know that's what you wanted. Man, that was such an amazing thing. And now I'm about to be on a 4-spot tour with E.T., man. Like, y'all don't even much know how I'm about to cook y'all ass. I was fussing with Jose earlier, like, bro, you putting a video, you got to go find some better videos of me because E.T. is cooking. And all he doing is saying priority, and I felt like he was cooking my ass. So I'm letting y'all know. I'm going to cook y'all everywhere we go, from Baton Rouge, LSU, Southern, New Orleans. I'm going to cook y'all ass because I'm on stage with E.T., yo. I'm just keeping it real. I'm trying to, listen, I'm trying to set the tone. So I definitely want to say that right quick. What the hell I was talking about right here? Oh, if you in the Patreon, if you're in a Triple Beam team, or the Master of the Triple Beam, they got clips of E.T. here, and they got the clip of me cooking. I was in my bag. All right, let's go, man. I don't want to lose our people tonight. I just wanted to share. Listen, y'all family, man. If I can't share my stories with y'all, who else I'm going to share them with, goddamn it? Shit. Also, everybody in the chat tonight, I want y'all to do me a favor, man. I love y'all. Do me this favor for me, man. Go to Apple. Put the Apple thing in there. Download as many episodes as you know what I'm saying? Download as many episodes as you can. We have failed to 136. Y'all got me up to 85. Now let's get me back up in that top 50. We going for that number 1 spot, y'all. All right, here's what I want to show y'all why this is important. Let's get back to work. All right, that was a break. Let's get back to work. Y'all ready to get back to work? Y'all ready to get back to work? All right, check it out. So these two things are important. The 2-year note and the 10-year note. These two notes are important. The 10-year is really the big dog. The 10-year So the 10-year is what all of the rates are almost based on. Your car, your house, your lending, all of that is almost based on the 10-year. Right? All of it is almost based on the 10-year, y'all. Right? It's based on the 10-year. Now, watch this. When this happens, so let's say you got 2 lines. And they go like this. But normally they go like this. Right, so this is how they normally ride. The 10-year normally gives you a better return than the 2-year. The reason why the 10-year note, and I want y'all to know something, this is a sign. The reason why the 10-year note gives a better return than the 2-year note because it's for a longer duration. The market will reward you. We talk about the bond. The market will reward you for the 10-year because it's a longer duration. The market will reward that. Over the last 8, 9, maybe a year, you've been having this. Or maybe like this. I'll say this. So this is what it's been looking like. You've been having a 10-year note that has been given a lower return than the 2-year note. This is called B, you've been listening to me, huh? Inverted yield curve. This is called an inverted yield curve. This is called the inverted yield curve. What does this mean? This is a severe recession warning. Why? Anytime the 2-year gives investors a better return than the 10-year, that's telling us that investors are trying to get in and get out. They're not willing to stay in the market long. Anytime investors aren't willing to stay in the market long and they're getting rewarded more in the 2-year, that shows weakness in the economy. Write that down. Anytime you have the inverted yield curve, that shows a weakness in the economy. Watch this, y'all. We're going to dig a little deeper on this. 2000 to 2002, you had an inverted yield curve. That led to recession. 2007 to 2008, you had an inverted yield curve. That led to recession. 2019 to 2023, this was the pandemic. You've been had an inverted yield curve for 2.5 years. Guess what we get? So we thinking it's going to get worse. The yield curve today did this, y'all. Watch this. This is where I'm about to scare y'all at. The 2-year hit 5%. Hasn't done that since 1971. We haven't did that since 1971. So we go further back, and we talked about a double dip recession. I'm telling you, it is inevitable. So watch this. Here's what I'm going to tell you. This is a stock picker's market. Why? This is a stock picker's market because you're going to make money in pockets. Remember we showed y'all, it was the reason why I showed y'all all of those heat maps earlier, so you can look at the pockets. Remember, if you're not, listen, you can be a long-term investor right now. Listen, you need to be a long-term investor right now. But if you're going to trade, you're going to trade in pockets. If you're going to get, I told my triple beam people, like, yo, damn, I should have waited till after the Fed did they think, because we would have got them options a bit cheaper, because we're going to make money in pockets. We're going to make money in pockets. Now we got to just, we got them out for a year, so we got to like persevere through that. But we're going to make money in pockets. So we down, but it's going to come back up, but we're going to get that in pockets. Also, if you buying holds, you're going to buy. Why? Because the market going to take some steep dips. But remember, it's in range. So we're looking to see if it's going to break that 200-day moving average. If you can't stick and move, find a couple stocks that you're willing to just pound in, that you're willing to average down in. Why? Because you don't need to be over. You don't need to be stretching your money too thin. You don't need 25 stocks. You don't need 25 stocks. You don't need it. You don't need 25 stocks. Now, I'm not going to lie. Triple beam team, master the triple beam, 100%, I'm giving you the watch list. No, is that the triple beam team, Jose, or just the master the triple beam? Triple beam team, master the triple beam, you get the watch list. Lottery pick, y'all get the breaking down the brick and the lottery pick. Right? You only need 5, yo. 10 at best. 12, I'm good. It ain't the time for that. You don't need 25 stocks right now. You need 5, 10, 12 stocks that you go all in on. You get a good evaluation on them, and then you pouring into them. You averaging down. You setting your price points. That's what the Wallstreet Trappin course all about. You setting price points. Matter of fact, Jose, I'm about to send you something to put in the chat. You hear me? I'm about to send you something to put in the chat. Put this in the chat, Jose. We made this just for y'all. We made this just for y'all. Everybody in the chat, right quick. Jose, put that in the chat. You get a free ebook. Who playing with me? Who playing with me? Anybody in the chat right now, you get a free ebook. Jose gonna put it in there. Get that, you get a free ebook. Let's go, man. Hey. Flaming y'all ass tonight. Let's go. Y'all can take the board. Everybody in the chat, if you haven't had it, you get a free ebook. Put that in the chat, Jose. All right. Casey Wilson. What's up, Casey? All right, man. Let's go a little further, man. Here's what I want you to understand. So we talking about getting 10 stocks. We're talking about getting your 15 stocks. We told y'all we don't want y'all to have that. But here's what I want you to understand. What is under the hood of your stock? Before you look at the stock price, I want you to see what's under the hood. What's under the hood? And when I say what's under the hood, I want you to understand what it actually, so what it is that's making the stock move up and down, round and round. I want y'all to do something. Everybody who, when Jose put that in the link, when you put it in the chat, put it in there a couple times. When Jose put that in the chat, put it in your group chat. Y'all all can have it. I ain't tripping. Free ebook. That's how we feel. That's how we feel. You feel me? That's how we feel. All right, so when you're looking at your cut, you want to see what is under your stock hood. So it's the economy. What are the risks? These are everything you must take into consideration. What is the economic environment? What is the evaluation of the company? Does it have growth? What is the supply? What are the trends? Is it liquid? What's the demand? What's the earnings? What does inflation look like? What are the risks? What are the politics? Management, What is the sentiment? The competition? Who are the consumers or the customers? The news? The cash flow? These are the things that is responsible for your stock moving. These are the things that are responsible for your stock moving. These are the things that are responsible for your stock moving. Come on, man. We rocking. Let's go a little further, man. Let's go a little further, man. Now we're going to take you a little deeper. This a whole, man, somebody online trying to sell you this for $19.97, yo. I don't even think I do a webinar this goddamn on good, man. This is good. Golly. I done been to the board 4 times. George sleep standing up. He been here all day, though, so I ain't mad at my dog. All right, so here's what I want you to understand. I want you to balance your trap house out, man. Give it more legs, right? Look, more legs equal more stability. If one fails, other ones can support you. Vary your portfolio based on a few things, based on the country, based on the market, based on the sector, based on the volatility. We call that beta, right? The duration of the time you want to hold it, the type of stock, the experience, the interest. We got this. Bonds, crypto, commodities, cash, stocks, options, real estate, ETFs. We talk about we talking about giving your trap house balance. We talking about giving your trap house balance. These are the things that set you apart from everybody else. My goal is to get you to stop guessing. If I can start getting you to make confident investment decisions, and one of the ways you do that, y'all, is by keep listening to it. Keep listening. Come each and every week, y'all. We had 2,000 people in here tonight, man. I'm proud of that. We almost hit 2,100. I'm proud of that, y'all. Like, that mean a lot to me, man. That mean a lot to my team. We want to see this thing growing. We come every week and get this for free. Every week we get this for free. Why? Because I understand how important this is. And all I ask is that y'all come with a pen and a pad and y'all buy some merch. Y'all buy some apparel. But for real, all I ask is that y'all come with a pen and a pad. Hit the like button. Jose, we hit the most likes we ever had, 1.3. We here for y'all. Let's go a little further, man. All right, and just these companies right here, man, they just have their bills on autopay. And the reason why I say they got the bills on autopay is because their current ratios are amazing. The current ratio on these businesses are really, really good, which means they can pay their short-term debt. If they can pay their short-term debt down, it's okay. These companies can pay their short-term debt down, they good. I put them up, take a screenshot. Now I'm gonna show y'all something. I don't like that. I don't gotta hide nothing. Dave, let's show them the portfolio. Right? So right here. So here's the 2 companies we added. So we got ATRK, Eli Lilly, Lockheed Martin, Meta. You see today we was down $4,000. We still up 5%. So we still beating the S&P 500 right here by 5.92%. We still beating the S&P 500. So we ain't really tripping. It's all good. You heard me? All right. We all right. I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of cash on the side. We got $156,000 in cash on the side. We ain't really tripping, you feel me? All right, let's go a little further. All right, let's go, man. We're going to call this. We got our 1-800 Trapper hotline. Let's go. Call it. What's up?
Yo, truck, this Tobias Jones. Basically, I got this trucking company called Real House LLC that I plan on going for funding next month with it. Would you suggest starting it, getting it started in this type of economy? Would it be in a recession or whatnot, or wait till the economy starts to stabilize back out? Let me know your answer.
That's a good question. So I don't think it's ever a bad idea to start a business. I want you to just pay attention to how much capital you're gonna need, right? I don't think it's a bad idea to start the business. I think is it capital intensive, right? You want to see how capital intensive the business is, what's required of you to start the business, right? But it's always, listen, I'm gonna be real with you. To me, it ain't never a bad time to start a business. I'm just keeping it real with you. It ain't never a bad time to start a business. You know what I'm saying? Now, just be mindful of the overhead costs. So I told a friend of mine this. I said, listen, you about to start a boutique. She about to go get a brick and mortar. My friend Jay, I said, don't go get a brick and mortar. Sell it online. Don't go get it. What you gonna get the overhead for? Because now you about to put pressure on yourself. And I'm just using this as an example. I was like, don't go pay rent. I got this space because I knew I wanted to shoot content in here and I wanted to get in person. I wanted to, right? But financially, I knew that I was willing to invest in this because in time, I understood the only overhead I really had was the lights, kind of redoing it, which was a lot. But I was able to see bigger picture because I was able to get it at a good price. If you selling clothes, I wouldn't tell you go get a brick and mortar when everybody's shopping online anyway. People not really going in those stores like talking about it. They still have it. People still gonna go, but like for a boutique, the boutique that's really killing it is online. Don't get the overhead right now. Cause why? There's gonna be extra pressure on you. King, you want to start the trucking company, man. Listen, guess what? 70 to 80% of the stuff we get right now gotta get hit by truck. Man, go get that. Go get that. Start that, but just pay attention to what it's gonna cost you, man. Next call, we got Duff Johnson. What's good, Trap? When should I look to get into growth companies like Nvidia, Tesla? Are they worth it with these high PE ratios? Also, can you recommend more books? I have Untitled Investor and one up on Wall Street that you suggested. First of all, let's talk about something. The first thing you should do, Duff, I think you're in the triple beam team because your question getting answered. Are you in Master of the Triple Beam? What I want you to do, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to find out what's the evaluation on Nvidia and Tesla. Once you get the evaluation on what it's worth, I want you to then set price points on it. Now, the PE ratios are kind of high. Why? Because they're growth companies. So the PE ratios, what's the price to earnings, meaning the price that the company is compared to its earnings. That's what PE ratio means. So the price to earnings ratio on growth companies are going to be high. Now, I will say this. I think you're going to get a great opportunity to get into these companies. I think you're going to get a great opportunity. I think last year was an amazing opportunity to get in Nvidia. It's up 56% now on the year, but guess what? It's still 60%, I think, from its high. Right? I still think it's 60% from the high. So that's my kind of idea on that. They all worth it, but I think at the right price. I always say this, a great company isn't a great investment at the wrong price. I think Nvidia and Tesla are great companies. They are 100% the future. I also, can you recommend more books? I have the Intelligent Investor and one up on Wall Street. If you have the Intelligent Investor and it's been less than a year, you're not ready to move on. It take a year to read that book. And I'm not even saying a year to read it. It take a year to understand it. This is a book that I will 100% tell people, if you're new to the market, don't go get the Intelligent Investor. If you do have it, take your time and read it and keep going. Keep getting on to it. One Up on Wall Street by Peter Lynch is an amazing book. Before you move on to another book, I'm going to ask you a question, family. How much notes do you have from the book? Did you just read the book, or do you understand the book and are able to apply what you read? See, most people get into the idea of how many books can I read? I want to ask yourself, how many books can you read, comprehend, and apply? Damn, Jose, I thought you was going to say, damn. Guess I ain't smoke y'all, you hear me? I still want to hear the in the back. Damn. Somebody just said they ordered the Jesus Tears pink hoodie. Listen, man, listen. You use the code Pound Women, all capital letters 35. Pound Women, capital letters, all 35. Jose, can you put that in the chat? Listen, 35% off all Trapper attire. 35% off all Trapper attire. Use Pound, all capital letters, WOMEN, 35. They got the Jesus Tears pink, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Let's go crazy. All right, let's go a little further. So I hope you get that, brother. But another book that you can read that I think is pretty cool is The Little Book of Common Sense Investing. If people want to find books to read, listen, join Trappers Anonymous. We have a book club. Lieutenant Casey does that. He is phenomenal. I pop in from time to time. It is 100% a jewel within itself. It's a jewel within itself. Trappers Anonymous, man, $47 a month. Cancel anytime. The book club, the live from the kitchens is amazing. Let's go, y'all. So the next segment is learning the lingo. Now, I'm not going to lie. This is a good segment right here because it helps you to actually learn the lingo that's in the market. So let's tap into it, man. So this one, learning the lingo, is terminal value. The value of an asset or business projected. Listen to this closely. Listen to this closely. The value of an asset, business, or project beyond the forecasted period when the future cash flow can be estimated. All right, so let me just make this simple. Terminal value is this. Let's say a business is worth, $100. And then they say the free cash flow expected on the business is $50 a year for 3 years. You with me on that? The terminal value says after the 3 years, the business is expected to still produce $25 a year for the rest of its life. So the terminal value is what a business is expected to do beyond the forecasted time. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Okay, terminal value. I like how George looking at me. George, okay, I know what. Let's go to the whiteboard. Back to the whiteboard, Jose. Listen, this is what it is. Y'all should never got me this toy. I bought it for myself. Let's go back to the whiteboard because I like how George looked at me. George said, that don't make no sense to me. And here's what I like, because I understand that certain people are visual, so sometimes you just gotta see it. Shout out to Jose, y'all. This is workout for the day, up. Jose done worked out. Shator, you been working out, huh? You built like a jelly bean in it. All right, terminal value. Y'all with me right here? Somebody said, man, that was a deep conversation right there, Trap. Right? Right? Company. Worth $10,000. Let me do it over. Company call the company Tim's. Worth This is just an example. This is just an example. Terminal value, we're going to put TV. $5,000, right? $5 years. $100, right? So the value of the asset when future free cash flows can be estimated. So here, so the terminal value is $5,000, free cash flow of $100. So here's the thing. after these 5 years, they're saying for the lifetime of the company, it can be worth right? After this, my bad. So it's saying for the lifetime after this 5 years, the company can produce $40 of free cash flow. And so whatever that $40 is equate to the terminal value. Does that make sense? Make sense now, G? Right, so the terminal value is this, free cash flow for 5 years. So this is the time frame we measuring it for. Now, everything after the 5 years, we saying after these 5 years over, after this estimated time, the company can produce $40 in free cash flow for the lifetime of the business. For the lifetime of the business. The value of an asset or business or project with time beyond the forecasted period when free cash flow can be estimated. So after the lifetime of the business can produce $40 of free cash flow. Now you'll take that $40 of free cash flow, add it to the valuation. This is what the business should be worth after the forecasted time frame. We good? All right, cool. You sure? All right, let's go. Move the board. I like it. 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 I like the way you do what you do. Y'all like that board? Y'all like that board? I think that board is amazing, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Trap, I'm happy to Rich Dad, Pull Dad. Cool, thank you. Let's go, makes sense now. All right, y'all, man, let's take y'all to a commercial, man.
What's good, trappers, man? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Right now, I want to invite you to an amazing experience full of value. That is my community, Trappers Anonymous. It's 100% the greatest fundamental investing community on the market. Listen, your portfolio should be a masterpiece. And the only way we get you there is if we help you to learn how to invest with confidence. Now listen, I get it. Like you don't know a lot about stocks, or maybe you've heard people say how much money they lost in stocks, but I can guarantee you, one, because they weren't in the community, and two, they lack the information. Our goal in Trappers Anonymous is to help you, really to hold your hand on the journey to becoming a confident investor, learning how to navigate through the different events that the stock market goes through to take you from panic to encouragement. There's no better time than now. This is an opportunity only for those who are willing to be on the journey. So listen, man, click the link below. Come join me in Trappers Anonymous, man. I will see you in one of our many classes, whether it's Moat Monday, whether it's the 2-hour class we do on Sunday, or whether it's just a book club. Everything is geared toward making you a better investor so you can triple your net worth and turn your last name to an asset. It's your boy, Wall Street Trapper. See you in the trap.
Hey, man. Come join Trappers Anonymous, man. It's a family, man. We just did something amazing this week. Lieutenant Casey had a dope idea. He was like, hey, Trap, you know, we do the live from the kitchen every Sunday. And it's when 3 or 4 trappers get in, they present. We got the Texas Trappers. Shout out to the Texas Trappers. They did amazing this week. But I can't do that without saying who set the tone. Shout out to the Carolina Trappers. We got the DMV Trappers. We got the Florida Trappers. We got the New Orleans Trappers. We got the Cali Trappers. We got the Balance Trappers. We got the lieutenants in the group, man. Shout out to them. So Lieutenant Casey came to me and he said, say, Trap, man, we we do live from the kitchen every Sunday. And some Sundays, we may not have a lot of people, But the Sundays that we don't have a lot of people, what if we just had a sit down via Zoom call and we just talked about what's going on in the market? I was like, all right, bet. I'm with it. So, come join Trappers Anonymous, man. If you would, Trappers Anonymous is more like the support. Me and Jose got something we cooking up in a minute. I think we got to have it for 90 days. Shout out to the Atlanta Trappers, my bad. Y'all be presenting, though. Y'all don't be presenting in the group. But we gonna merge something up. We got something coming that's gonna be dope. All right, man. So this segment is breaking down the brick. Listen, it's about taking a company, breaking it down, and giving it to you. So if you're in Master of the Triple Beam, or if you're in the Triple Beam team or the lottery pick, you'll get the price point for this company tonight. That's right, tonight. All right, let's go, man. Tonight, our company is, drum roll, please, Pepsi, man. We're going to break down Pepsi, man. Ticker symbol PEP. The consumer staples, the profile, manufacturers, markets, distributes, and sells various beverages and convenient foods worldwide. Let's go a little further, man. So, here it is, man. Africa, Middle East, Asia. Listen, this is a whole breakdown on where their money is coming from. As you can see, North America, $26 billion of revenue. We talking about the CEO total 22, man. They bring in $86.4 billion. We talking about Pepsi, man. This is a big brand. Shout out to the New York Trappers. Pepsi is a big brand. Shout out to Trap Masters in the building. I see y'all, man. Golly, y'all. All right, so let's go a little further, man. Here's a breakdown of their operating expenses. I think this is important. Selling, general, and administrative expenses, 100% year over year. We're looking at juice transition, other ones, other operating income, interest expense. We just looking at a breakdown of the Pepsi business. We got that in y'all face. I want y'all to just see how the business is making money and how the business is moving. Let's go a little further. And then I want you to look at the net income from year 20, 21, and 22. As you can see, in 2018, they had a huge spike. 2022, they up right now 18% year over year, which is good. We're not mad at that, right? They got $1.7 billion in taxes and $9.8 billion in net income. We not mad at that. We not mad at that. Lieutenant Casey, stop beefing in the chat. All right, let's go a little further. Here's something I want y'all to look at, man. Some of the things I like, man. The quality earnings. They're growing their profit margins. The earnings are accelerating. We see growth moving forward. The earnings versus the industry is really, really good. Right? They have a current PE ratio of 26 times, which means the price is 26, the stock price is 26 times what the company is earning. Here's what I want you to understand. The S&P right now is at 18, so it is overvalued, right? It is overvalued. They do have a notable dividend. The dividend isn't high. The dividend is stable. The dividend is growing, and their earnings actually cover the dividend. We're talking about Pepsi. All right, let's go a little further. All right, I do feel like Pepsi is a stable company. I think it is an amazing company to have, especially in there. It's one of those companies that people going to buy regardless. Now, here's the dope part I like about Pepsi. Here's something that they did that was real good. Once Coca-Cola started dominating the shelf space, so when you're looking at companies like Pepsi and Coca-Cola, Zatarans, which is under McCormick, one of the things you want to look at is shelf space. You want to look at shelf space. You want to look at, when you're looking at a company that's like that, that's in stores, you want to look at shelf space. So here's something that was amazing about Pepsi that they did. They realized that Coca-Cola dominated shelf space. They couldn't beat that. So what they did was they got into the snack brand and the Frito-Lay business. They put a lot of money inside of their snack beverage, and they became the #1 snack selling brand for a while. Like, they beat out some other companies. Like, I didn't realize, did you know that Quaker Oats is done by Pepsi? That's really good. Right? Quaker Oats. Buy Pepsi, dog. Frito-Lays. Buy Pepsi. Right? So once I realized that, I was like, dang. So Pepsi realized that they couldn't be Coca-Cola in the beverage department. So they came out with the snack department and they dominated. Like, they dominated the actual thing. So shout out to them for that, man. Listen. Wasn't mad at them for that. Jose, we got 1.4K likes tonight, man. That's good, man. That's pretty good, man. I like nights like this. Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall. Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall. Take your socks, take your socks, take your socks. All right, man, let's go a little further, man. We going to our certified trapper of the week, y'all. Listen, this one is good. This one is good. And the reason why I like to do these is because these allow me to highlight extraordinary people of color who are the reason behind we are where we are. Let's go a little further, man. So tonight's certified trapper of the week is none other than, drum roll please, Lunsford Lane. Lunsford Lane was an entrepreneur and tobacconist. Did I say that right? Tobacconist? Tobacconist. From North Carolina, who bought freedom for himself and his family. He became a vocal opponent of slavery and wrote a slave narrative autobiography. His life and marriage shows the plight of slavery even for relatively privileged slaves. Now watch this. He purchased the freedom for himself and his family, right? He earned his money by selling baskets of peaches. Baskets of peaches, right? This gave him the early on entrepreneurial journey. From then on, his father taught him how to prepare tobacco. Once his father taught him how to prepare tobacco, he later on bought his freedom for $1,000. $1,000. But watch this. This is where it get good at. After he bought his freedom for $1,000, he got married. Then when he got married, he spent the next 18 years buying his wife's freedom. They had kids, and he bought their freedom. My question is, when will you start buying your freedom? Damn, Jose, I thought you were going to say, When will you start buying your freedom? Not only that, after you buy your freedom, when will you buy your family's freedom? I already started on my daughter. I really want to have more kids. I want to have like 2 more. I want to buy their freedom. Freedom is the most expensive thing you'll ever buy, but it's the greatest luxury you'll ever have. And it's worth every penny. Let's go a little further, man. I ain't going to even stay on it. All right. Gerald Alexander, 1-800-TRAPPER hotline. Gerald Alexander says, do you ever average up if you think a stock is still undervalued since you originally purchased it, or do you just look to take profits once you hit the return you want? That's a good question, Gerald. So, let's say I buy a stock at, I don't know, $100. So one of the things I like to do is reevaluate my companies every 6 months to a year. And the reason why is because a great company will consistently add value, right? A great company can consistently add value. And so as that company increases its value, 100%, Gerald, if I can still get it at a discount price compared to when I bought it. So let's say I bought it at $100, that was the value. Let's say 2 years later, a year and a half later, the prices went up, but the value has went up as well. So the company was worth $100. It's not gonna stay at $100 as the company consistently adds free cash flow, creates more profits, makes more acquisitions, do more M&As, the evaluation is gonna go up. So if the valuation, I bought it at 100 and the evaluation goes up to 150 and then I can get it still undervalued, 100% I'm gonna buy it at 150, brother. I will 100% do that because I'm still getting it at a discount. Watch this. I'm still getting it at a discount, but at a new evaluation. Does that make sense? Because the evaluation has changed, right? They've added more value. Maybe they've gotten more patents. Maybe they have acquired more businesses. Maybe they've purchased a competitor. Maybe they've created new products that have increased the value of the business. If the value increase on the business is up 100%, I'll buy it for sure. Great question, man. All right, let's go. What up, bro?
Trap? My name is Daniel. My question is that I own Lucid Motors in my Roth IRA. I'm down 60% in it right now. I've been holding it for quite a while. My risk tolerance is pretty high. So I'm wondering, would it be a smart move to sell out, take my losses, and then use the rest of my money to invest into another company I've been looking at, and then get back into Lucid later on? Or should I just keep averaging down? Appreciate you.
That's a good question, King. Let me think on that for a second. Let's see. Lucid Motors down 60%. He asks, do he sell it, use that money to go somewhere else, and then rebuy Lucid again? All right, here's my question, brother. Great question. Great question. Here's my question. One, how much do you like Lucid? It's my first question. The reason why I won't tell you to sell it, so here I can't be biased, right? First of all, let me say this is not investment advice. This is not investment advice. This is a what would Trapper do moment if I owned Lucid, right? This is not a trap. This is you feel what I'm saying? So the first thing I want you to do is ask yourself, how much do you like Lucid? This is why this is why I always say something. I'm not going to say you wrong. I'm going to say this is why I buy quality companies, right? This is why I buy quality companies. This is why I like Tesla. And I always say this, I'll buy Tesla because it's already proven. And I would rather be in a fight with a company that's already proven than be in a fight with a company that's trying to prove itself. Does that make sense? It's dangerous when you in a fight with a company that is trying to prove itself. When people always say this company is the next Amazon, well, Amazon is here and it got growth. I'll buy it. So what I will say to you is this. We are in a down phase right now. Right? We're in a down phase right now. The market is getting whipped right now. And it is a time where growth stocks, they don't serve you the best right now. And the reason is because companies not focused on growth. So growth stocks are going to have bad revenue. Growth stocks are going to have bad profitability. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go look at Lucid. I want you to go look at the reports and see, did they give us a profitability date? And if so, when is it? So 2 questions you're going to ask yourself. 1, how much do you like Lucid? Right? Number 2 is, did they give us a profitability date? Right? I'm not going to, and one of the things you said is my risk tolerance is pretty deep. That's the best thing you could have told me. And the reason why I'm going to say that is with a company like Lucid, brother, I'm going to be real with you. If you're going to believe in it, you got to believe, because it's such a growth stock, if you're going to believe in it, you got to believe in that for 5 years. Because of what it is. Right? Because of what it is. Like, think about this. Kathy Woods bought Tesla in 2014. It ain't go crazy for her to 2018-19. I'm not a fan of Lucid. I'm going to say that. But what I will say is because the EV is a growing industry, I want you to go look at something. Watch this. I want you to go look at a couple things. So I give you three. I give you one question. First question, how much do you like it? 2, profitability date. 3, watch this, projections for cars on the road. Because that's what it's going to boil down to. When you think about Tesla, the number one thing is they look for how many cars are you putting on the road. You feel me? How many cars are you putting on the road? So when you go look at how much do you like the company, when you go find out that profitability date, the next thing I want you to go look for is how many cars are they projected to put on the road? And when you figure that out, I want you to go see what they're doing. I'm not going to tell you to sell it because we're in a down market, family. But I do want you to do this. I want you to keep putting money in the market, in your account. I want you to keep putting money in the account. And if you got a new position you like, go get your new position. But I do want you to do this. I do want you to at least average down from that 60%. Now, you ain't got to go get the whole 60, but I want you to go get some of that 60. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to go dump a whole bag like, try about to put 50,000 in it. I'm going to say, no, fam, I ain't no. But I do want you to go get some of that 50. You can get that 50 down to at least 40%, I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? If you can get that 50 down to 40%, that way you can see profit at a different phase. You know what I'm saying? Your risk tolerance high, so you already built for the game. You know what I'm saying? You built for it. So I hope that answers your question, King. I hope that answers your question, man. You know what I'm saying? Try to help you out as much as I can, man, without getting myself in any kind of trouble. You hear me? I don't want y'all getting my show shut down. You hear me? All right, man, let's go a little further, man. What we got, man? All right, man. We got a well track, man. And we got Meek up. We got Meek up. I know y'all interested to hear what Meek got to say, right? All right, so Meek had to say this, y'all. Let's go to it. Here's what Meek had to say. No more rollies, I'm just buying more properties. End quote. End quote. And even though Rolexes are great investments, the properties are better. Even though rollies are great investments, the properties are better. And I appreciate Meek for saying this. Because as we become better and as we start thinking differently, remember what I told y'all, man? An exodus to expansion. The opportunity is here. What we said in the beginning, y'all. Let's put the watches on the side for a minute, y'all. Let's start being conscious of the way we spending our money. And I'm going to roll right into this segment right here called Wise Words from the OG. I want you to awaken from that which holds you in a permanent place of financial frustration. I want you to awaken from that which holds you in the permanent place of financial frustration. When we think back to why we financially frustrated, like I want you to understand, like look at the habits. We're going to look at the way we spend money. Are we saving money? Like are we misusing money? Are we overspending? Are we buying things that we don't have? How do we think about money? How do we feel about money? What are our emotions behind money? What is it that keeps us financially frustrated? And it's more than just the job. I want us to move away from this desolated land. The land of financial disparity, where lack is the dominant thought process. We're talking about financial destitute. Nothing growing. We're going through the same financial cycle over and over and over and over again. Overwhelming? Maybe. Frustrating? Definitely. Oppressing even. But there's a new opportunity that awaits us. The ones who they failed to educate, the ones that they wrote off, the ones that they put us in statistical categories. You know, single mothers, single fathers, government assistance, WIC, welfare, unemployment, prison, group homes. You know, the ones they wrote off. I want you to know that you're one investment away. You're one investment away from the financial freedom that you deserve. You're one investment away from building that business that will serve your family for a lifetime. You're one investment away from changing how your family see money. You're one investment away from generational wealth. You're one investment away from creating trust fund babies. You're one investment away from financial liberation. You're one investment away from being your ancestors' wildest dreams. You're one investment away. You're one investment away from your 40 acres and a mule. What does that represent? You're one investment away. Keep me here. Keep me here. You one investment away, family. You one investment away from changing the whole dynamic of your family. You one investment away. The road gonna get hard. The road gonna get difficult. But I want you to understand the road is worthy. I want you to understand that everything that you're about to go through to change the dynamic of your family is worth it. I want you to understand that everything that you're about to go through, I want you to understand that every obstacle, every burden, I want you to understand that it's worth it. Because we said that freedom is an acquired taste. We said that freedom is the most expensive thing that you will ever buy, but it's worth every doggone dime. It's worth it. There's a different kind of feeling you will feel knowing that every opportunity that is in front of you, you have the option to jump on it or let it pass. There's something different about having options in the world. There's a huge risk factor There's a huge burden that's taken off the person, he or she, that dedicates themselves to turning their last name to an asset. It's a reason why investing has to be prominent in your life. It's a reason. Now, everybody ain't got to be an entrepreneur. Everybody ain't got to risk it all to be an entrepreneur, to start a business. But you 100% got to put that money in and invest in. And when we say you don't got to get it out the mud because you can get it out the market, that market can be real estate. That market can be stocks. That market can be Toro. That market can be anything you want it to be, as long as the market gives you freedom. The consequences of wealth is a lifetime of freedom. The consequences of putting your money in the market is a lifetime of abundance. Who doesn't deserve that? The possibilities become endless. You are limitless. But you commit this thing that I call financial infidelity. You cheating on your wealth. You cheating on the opportunities. You cheating on the possibilities because you got a lust for things. You got a lust for things that don't serve you no purpose. Think about the man who cheats on his wife. You give up a marriage for one night? You cheating on your destiny because you can't break the habits. You cheating on your destiny to be wealthy. You cheating on your destiny to change your life. You cheating on the destiny of turning your last name to an asset because you can't stop buying things. When we talking about building wealth, we talking about being intentional. We talking about seeing a dollar made and saying, how can I make this money fertile? How can I impregnate my bank account or my investment account with money babies? When I say I'm good soil, I'm talking about myself, but I'm also talking about my money. My money is good soil. My money is good seed. My investment account is good soil. My investment account is good seed. I'm a farmer of wealth because I cultivate it. I'm going to do the homework. I'm going to till the soil. The financial liberation that you so desire, the substance that increases your income, is not based on how many hours you work, but how much financial literacy have you acquired. That, trappers, is the greatest equalizer of all. We level the playing field not by working our ass off. We level the playing field by investing our ass off. We level the playing field by teaching our kids how to invest so we don't end up like the Vanderbilts. We level the playing field by making the wealth last generation after generation after generation, so it becomes the norm. We talking about family SOPs. We talking about giving a blueprint to the next family. Cool, listen, you went played football, you went played basketball, you ain't got the big contract. Now everybody else don't gotta do it. They can just be investors. They can play because they want to, not because they have to. You sacrifice to be an engineer. You sacrifice to be a rapper. You went all in on it. You sacrifice to be a musician. You went all in on it. Guess what? Let's change the dynamic now. Once the first person make the sacrifice, yo, I'm going to just keep it real with you. Ain't nobody else behind you supposed to make the sacrifice. It's supposed to be a normal now. I slept on an air mattress before. I was homeless before. Man, nobody in my family ain't supposed to have to go through that no more. I did it for 6 generations. Ain't nobody got to do it no more. That's my goal. I got this crazy fantasy, this crazy idea that 30, 40, 50 years after I'm gone, I literally want to have this big old picture in my house or in my family house. When they walk up, they say, yup, Papa Trap, he the reason why we live like this. Uncle Free, he the reason why we live like this. He the reason why this normal for us. He the reason why we got options. He the reason why we privileged but not entitled. Uncle Free gave us the game. Uncle Free put the blueprint together, and we just gotta follow the blueprint and keep making it better. I wanna be one of the greats in my family. I don't gotta be the greatest, because after me, I wanna make it the norm. I wanna put us in a situation where you born a millionaire in my family. There's a reason why I started the Wall Street Looks Like Us Now network. I'm cool with everybody, but here's what I realized. If I go on somebody else's network, I can't give my daughter that spot. But I can give her this. I can show her how to run a network. I'm making all the L's. I'm taking all the L's. I'm taking all the bumps. I'm taking all the bruises. It's easy for me because I done did it before. So now when she just see me going in, guess what? She know what it's like. She like, bet, I saw my daddy do it. I've been in front of the camera since I was 7. I've been talking about stocks since I was 4. I know about investing. It is easy. Make her produce her own show at 12. It's easy. We laid a blueprint down. I'm gonna ask you a question, man. What's normal in your family? After you, what is the new norm? I demand you to write that down and come up with an idea. After you, what will be the new norm? After you, what will be the culture? After you, what will be the precedent of how your family is mentioned? What's gonna come to mind when they think about you? See, I'm gonna keep it real with you. We watched LeBron James go from a high school athlete to having 2 sons on his way to the NBA. We already know that LeBron James' legacy is in cement. I'm gonna keep it real, no matter if you like it or not. We watched the Kim Kardashians go from Robert Kardashian to a sex tape to the youngest person in their family being the first billionaire, and then it becoming the norm. We watching people create legacy all around us, but I ask you a question, what's your legacy? We watching them create theirs. We watching Kevin Hart go from a stand-up comedian. We watching him now to having Heartbeat Productions. We watching his legacy. We watching Will Smith. We watching legacies. What's yours? Bernard Arnault on LVMH. Guess what he did? After he became the richest man in the world, after he building it out, guess what? He put his daughter on the board. He put both his sons on the board. We talking legacy here. No matter we like Donald Trump or not. His daddy gave him $1 million at 18. We talking legacy here. I don't care who the messenger is. I'm looking at the message in the blueprint. What the blueprint look like? I'm going to ask you a question. What's your blueprint look like? What's your blueprint looking like, fam? So before we go tonight, when I told y'all this morning, I told y'all tonight, when we started this show, the name of this show is The Pilgrimage to a New Life. What does it look like? The exodus of expansion. How do you build more capacity? You tired of being broke? What we doing different? You tired of being broke? Let's make some more sacrifice. So now we being broke for a reason. They don't understand that. Let's be broke for a reason. I'm broke not because I don't got the money, because all my money tied up in investments, yo. We're talking about taking a quantum leap. And if them ain't the type of thoughts you having right now, if it ain't the type of ideas you having right now, if that ain't the type of projection you on right now, if you don't really see yourself being a millionaire, if you don't really see yourself being wealthy, if you don't even really see yourself being happy, if you don't see yourself having a 7-figure portfolio, what the hell is you doing? We in a day and time right now, we seeing people become millionaires every single day. What the hell is you doing? At this point, we know it ain't nobody's fault but our own. When we look at the iPhone, it make us say, yep, I can scroll, yep, I can unlock. So we thinking wealth that easy. We thinking it's microwave. Yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Your wealth is a crock pot. Building wealth is slow cook. It don't get there overnight. It take time. It take bumps, it take bruises, it take rights, it takes wrong, but I promise you, at the end of the day, it's worth it. So before I go tonight, I'm gonna ask you, what's the vision for your blueprint? What's the vision for your last name? How will you impact your family when you're gone? And when you think about that, and you write that on paper, and you look at it, I want to know you're satisfied with the answer. It's your boy, the Wallstreet Trappin, man. Welcome to another episode of Trappin Tuesdays, man. Episode 33. This is the Jesus episode. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Had over 2,100 people tonight, man. We on the road to something brilliant. 1.5 million likes. We on the road to something brilliant. I want y'all to know we love y'all. I want y'all to know it's going up. We ain't stopping. Everybody here committed. April 13th was April 11th. April 11th, April 25th. Yo, we got 65 seats both days. Tap in. I want to see y'all here. If you got your tickets, man, put it in the chat. Jose, let's put it in the chat. Get your tickets, fam. Them 65 seats gonna go. If you're in Trap, if you're in the Masters of the Triple Beam, you get a discount. I want to see y'all in here. $97? We ain't charging y'all $19.97. We charge you $97 to come here. $97 to come get this energy? This is irreplaceable. You can't even. What? Let's go, man. Click the link, share, come back and rewatch it. Tell somebody about us. Go on to all podcast platforms and download it. I love y'all. Good night.
Chill.